I've been self-improving for over 2 years now, achieving some amazing results both physically and mentally. But recently, it's not really going well. Most of the time, I can't stay consistent for more than 3 days in a row. Again, and again. I need to break this cycle. So in this video, I will try to create a daily routine completely from scratch to break out of this loop and show you the results I achieved thanks to it. Let's dive in.
How much time has passed?
It's been 3 months since the last time he was focused.
That sucks, man.
We must find him.
At the end of this video, you will have a daily routine to become a successful man and a full guide on how to make it, no matter your goals or experience. It's not one of those how to become millionaire using ChatGPT or this habit will make you successful kind of video. I tried them all and trust me, they don't work at all. So do not expect a copy-paste tutorial here. You need to put in the effort and learn what works best for you. We will go from finding the perfect routine to sticking with it, productivity, discipline, studying, but first we need to find a new strategy. This is the strategy I've been using in the last 3 months. It's basically a list of patterns that I saw from high-performing athletes and entrepreneurs. And even though it helped me make some gains before, it's not that effective anymore. So we need an update. I'm gonna do some research to find out what I'm missing. So after 4 hours of serious research, here's the new spell. Now let's get to work. This was the first mistake I was making in the last few months. And if you're not achieving your goals, that's probably what you're missing as well. Well, what should I do in my morning routine? There's this habit called eat the frog. It basically means to wake up and do the hardest task of the day. For me, it's video editing or writing my scripts. For you, it may be studying for an exam or working on your business. Then you can make your easier tasks like your skincare routine and your breakfast. So let's say you wake up and the first thing you do is grab your phone, watch a couple of educational YouTube videos, then you eat breakfast while you message someone. If you do all of this pleasurable things, all you're doing is just losing a little bit of your mental performance to come up for the big task later. And so it's just constantly in your mind like a mental illness. In fact, the highest performers I watch do some hard stuff as soon as they wake up. Like, look at David Goggins.
There's not a motherfucker that's up. There's not a car, there's not a person. Everybody's in their bed, sleep, dreading that it's a Monday, hate it's a Monday. And I'm loving it. I'm loving that. Where everybody's getting weaker, I'm getting stronger.
Anyways, we got the morning routine, but there's still room for improvement. Now, when it comes to really being productive, I always thought it was all about working hard like a mule and just pushing, but I was wrong. There is a much faster way to achieve better results. Let me explain. In this knowledge era we live in, becoming successful comes down to your ability to work hard and smart. In my case, it's about working in a way that lets me smash out content that has both quality and quantity at the same time. And there's no perfect balance for this. You just need to have a mix of both. But how can I do this? Well, what if I told you it's way easier than you think? It's just about having a few hours of the day where no one will contact you when no one's awake, but it's just you with some silent enthusiasm working on something that's super hard. And so around this time when you're eating the frog, you need to cut out all the distractions. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'll wake up and I won't check my phone. I won't look at the notifications, check my Instagram or anything like that. And certainly I won't do the dopamine things like scrolling on TikTok or watching some random YouTube videos first thing in the morning. It's like when you wake up, you have 100 focus points to use for the day. And if you check the messages, 5 of these points are being diverted away. And if you see 10 notifications, half of your potential is gone. It's way better to do the hard task without looking at anything else, just pure focus. Another thing that will definitely help is intermittent fasting to make you perform better. This is the strategy that almost every successful man is using. And the good news is that no matter your goals, you can start using it right now. Let me show you how it works. Tomorrow, wake up, do that deep work task and don't eat breakfast, don't eat anything. You can just have water or black coffee. Don't have anything else and just see how much more your brain works because it's not digesting and it's not feeling slow. Imagine you had 2 men fighting in a cage. If they were equal, which man do you think would perform better? The guy who woke up and had a bunch of cereal or the man who's fasted and hungry? You may think the guy who ate cereal because he's got carbs in him, right? But here's the catch. If you are a fighter, you know that if you're full, you're not going to have that same vigor. You're going to feel slow. What I'm trying to say is that when you eat, that should be a time for socializing and resting. When you think about how animals eat, they feast and then they basically just lay around. There's no animal that feasts and then tries to hunt afterwards. All right, our daily routine is fine, but we can take it to the next level
By having a friend to share ideas with.
So if you only have friends who are losers, who are like dead weight, well then you're not really going to be discussing your goals with them, huh? You probably tried to get your friends on self-improvement. Get them into the gym, and their effort is just so low, or they think it's weird. They are just unintelligent people. You know what David Goggins says?
Some of you are so weak. Just being in your very presence can make a man go impotent.
Anyways, what if you did have a group of friends who were just like you or even slightly better than you? Imagine how much that would help your growth. Before this summer, I was not being that productive, but my friend Adam came to visit me, and straight away, I felt about 5 times more productive because now I had someone to speak about my work to. We were bouncing off ideas, and it just made work so much more important in my mind. I'm getting literally 100 times more ideas and, random lessons, and we're hyping up and talking about how great this business model is, and it's like the energy just keeps bouncing and bouncing and bouncing. It's the person who can work on the days they're not inspired and motivated that's going to be successful. What do you do when you're not feeling great? What do you do when it's not your best day? What carries you through is rituals and habits. So when you're fatigued, when you're tired, when you're under pressure, you react reflexively. Successful people rely on habits and rituals, not just their inspiration and motivation levels. That's the reason why you need to have a daily routine like this one. In fact, Mike Tyson once said,
"Discipline is doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it."
Alright, if you give your full attention and apply this method in the next month, I can guarantee you will achieve more than ever before. And that leads us to the final step. Now that you have your daily routine, you just need a night routine because it basically affects the following day. At 8 p.m., I shut everything down non-negotiable. I don't care if I need to study or if I'm doing anything. At 8 p.m., everything is shut down. That's when you can go do your nighttime routine, like brush your teeth, floss your teeth, set up your room and everything for tomorrow's work, and then you'll get into bed. In my case, I usually fall asleep at about 8:30 p.m., maybe sometimes about 9 p.m., and I wake up usually at 4:30 a.m. Finally, we have finished our routine and we can start grinding. It's been a week since I started this routine, and I didn't manage to stay consistent.
So he failed again. He promised that this time he was going to stick to it. He was going to achieve his goals this time. But just like every attempt he has had before, he ended up giving up.
All that effort was for nothing? People are right. It's just luck. There is no formula for success. Maybe I should have chosen a better routine. This is all bullshit.
How bad do you want it?
Wait, what?
There's 2 options. To continue forward, pushing upward. And if you do, that dream is given birth, and forever you will live in the reality of it. If you stop, quit, throw in the towel, I promise you there's no distance you can travel far enough to ever find that dream again. For it is dead. And in its death, it's replaced by regret.
I don't know who you are, but thanks, man. I needed to hear that.
Right now, it's your choice.
It's been 30 days since I created this routine, and after all that waiting, pain, and hard work, the formula actually worked. Not only did I manage to stay consistent, but do you remember when at the start of this video I said, so in this video, I will try to create a daily routine completely from scratch to break out of this loop and show you the results I achieved thanks to it. Well, the result of this entire routine is this video itself. From the video idea, scripting, voiceover, editing, sound effects, music, everything was made thanks to this formula, and I think this is the best video I have ever made. So here's the formula, and everything I used packed in one single video. Just adjust them for your goals and make your own list. However, the last video I published was 3 months ago. Motivation is going down and I'm getting distracted again. I need to break this cycle, but I guess this time I know what to do.
Right now, it's your choice.
But now I am leaving. Oh, once we're only dreaming, everything is actually